Hello and welcome to another in our series of short videos to help you use CentreCharge. Today's video is about checking your occupancy information using the occupancy forecast report. The purpose of this report is to help you make sure that your net lettable square feet and total number of workstations and your target rent per square foot or price per workstation is accurate before you start using CentreCharge. The best way to do that is simply to run the occupancy forecast after your offices or suites or units have been put into the software. So to run that report, you simply go up to Reports, drop down the menu, click on Occupancy Reports and select the Occupancy Forecast Report. When you run that, you'll be presented with your options. Use it for the current month and select the location that you want to check. So here, in this particular example, I'm going to select level 32 Euston Tower. Once you've selected the location, click on Preview. Once the report is returned to you, we'll see that down the left-hand side here, we have a list of every single unit that has been set up for level 32 Euston Tower. Going along this report, we have each unit listed, we have the square footage that is associated in the database with the unit, and we have the number of workstations that has been associated with the unit. The square foot per workstation just shows you how many square feet you've actually allocated as an average to each workstation in that particular space. The list price is the target monthly rent that you anticipate to get for that unit. So as we scroll down here, the first thing to check for is that you have no blanks and all the data is complete. But obviously, critically, what we want to do is make sure that that data is accurate against your manual occupancies. So if you scroll down, you'll see here the units keep going down. In this particular example, there is another page of units. So to go to the next page, just go up here, and where it says there's one of 3 pages, just arrow down, and you'll get to the bottom. In this case, you can see here now I'm at the bottom of the units and I have a summary of site totals. This assumes 100% occupancy. So in this particular example, this centre or building has 6,661 square feet, 140 workstations, and the total monthly list price of the rent would be £87,500 a month. The month-end totals here summarise this in terms of the anticipated yield per square foot per annum, in this case £158. And now, what we need to do is to obviously make sure that all of these things are right. To make that easy, if you want to put that in an Excel spreadsheet so that you can reconcile it against your manual reports, you simply can export the report by clicking here, Export, dumping the report into Excel, click Yes to remove the images and lines from the export, and what will happen is that report will get dumped into Excel. If you want to take out the excess information, you just simply go in here, delete the lines that you want to take out, and I suggest the simplest thing, because this Excel is loaded on our servers, is to actually select the whole document, copy the document, and then paste it into your manual Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so you can now check to see whether these figures in here actually correspond to your manual occupancies. In the event that they don't, you'll need to make the adjustment in CentreCharge and any corrections. Now to do that, you must go to the Units section of the software. So up here are the units. So if I click on Units, we'll list all the units. Now, if you have access rights to all of the buildings in the database, make sure you just select the site that you are interested in. In this case, I'm going to select level 32 Euston Tower. And here are the corresponding units and the figures that have been presented in the report. To If there is a unit missing, simply go and add a new unit, and in that case what you'll need to do is basically give the unit a description. So we'll call it unit 2, and make sure it's allocated to the product group, which in this particular case is the product group that you charge your rent to. So here we have offices is the example. The list price is the target monthly price that you are looking to achieve. So in this case, if we say it was £1,000 a month that we're looking to achieve, type that in. Make sure that if you are adding a new unit, that the deposit item is selected so that we have a deposit associated with this unit. And once we have that information in, we can go to the Suite tab where we can add the office size, so the square footage. So in this case, if I say this is 200 square feet, the number of workstations, so being 4, and ultimately, if you want to record things like the suite type, whether it's an office, a storage, or a workshop, or any other suite type, simply select the suite type that you want. Once you've done that, just remember to make sure that that office is selected at that location. So in this case, it needs to be at level 32 Euston Tower. Make sure it's available at that site. Make sure the system knows that it is physically located there. Click OK, and that unit will be added to your occupancy schedule. If it's a case of simply amending an existing unit because it's incorrect, simply double click on the unit or office, open it up, either go to the item list price where if you need to amend that, or if you need to enter the square footage or the workstations, simply click in there. So once you have got that, rerun the report, go through the same process, and hopefully you should be able to reconcile your balances. What is crucial is that your occupancy numbers in CentreCharge need to match whatever you believe the net lettable square feet, the total list price is, and also the total number of workstations. If it does not, then you run the risk of that your occupancy reports will always be inaccurate within CentreCharge. So really well worth making sure you get this right before you start using the system. If you have this video is another one of our videos. There are lots of videos on our YouTube channel. You can use our support forum by clicking on the help button to see more videos. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you very much. Bye bye.